zone. Didn't have to do any running that time. 16-yard strike from Aiden McClary.
Beautiful, beautiful drive for the Bears. Of course, the penalty that the Ooltewah Owls did on the pass interference definitely helped, but great score here right before the half. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout, Bradley. They're going to talk it over. Maybe Earl, a two-point might be in. I think I'd go for two here.
I think that's what they're talking about.
You know, we've seen this movie before with the Ooltewah Owls a couple years ago, where they took it on the chin by a point. So we don't want to see that tonight. So maybe head coach Damon Floyd thinking maybe, just maybe, we punch it in for two, get it back to a 3-touchdown lead. Joe, what you got?
So that's the end of the threat right there. So it's 14-7 Cleveland at Heritage at the half.
There we go. We'll give you a full update of the scores. We'll let Joe give us an update from around the area at the Southland Finance halftime show, which is coming up here in about 30 seconds. Hey, what about this score? Meigs County 32, Rockwood 7. As the Bradley Bears take the field again after the timeout. Well, looks like, Earl, they're coming out looking like they're going to try a two-point conversion.
Yep, no doubt about it. He's got Javon Burke in the running role behind him, and here's Aiden McClary.
All right, here we go, trying to get it back to a 3-touchdown lead with 20 seconds left to go in the half. Still looking over at the sidelines. Ball is at the 3-yard line.
To Javon, and he's in.
And he's in. Give him the 2 points. Javon Burke, number 3 on your program, but number 1 in your heart, takes it right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
And that looks a whole lot better.
It does. Something about that 27-7 just doesn't set well.
It worries you just a tad.
Yep, it does. But we'll go and take that extra there. That was the Tennessee Valley Urology touchdown right before that. And I'm telling you, folks, it is a good day here at Bear Stadium as we got a 3-touchdown lead, getting ready for the half.
Bearden is doing it with Maryville. It is only 7-0 at the half.
Oh,
Maryville 7-0 at Bearden.
My goodness, what is going on there? It's the resurrection of a star quarterback from somewhere in Bearden's past, I reckon. Grant Haney lining it up for the punt, or for the kickoff, I should say, for the Ooltewah Owls, as we have 20.8 seconds left to go in this half. 28-7 is your score in favor of your Bears. What a first half we've had. Earl is he's got already getting ready to start his second page because of all of the notes that he's had to make. The Bears have been on the move offensively, and the defense have played well, as good as well, I should say. And we're going to have a offsides, yeah. I believe we'll wait for the call, but we think it's going to be against the Bears. Yep, offsides against the Bears. So they'll back it up, try it again. Now, Earl, if you're the Ooltewah Owls, once this is done, if not much happens on the kickoff, do you just kind of take it to the half and say we're going to go in?
I would think so. I mean, you can't do a lot in 20 seconds, and if you rush things, a lot can go wrong.
That's true. All right, Grant Haney teeing it up now from the 35-yard line after the offsides by the Bears. He does his walk back as he normally does. He turns at the tee, and I'm sure those steps are counted. Kickers are very finicky about stuff like that. Methodical, maybe, is the better word. Short kickoff as the ball is going to hit the ground and roll, but picked up by the Ooltewah Owls. Brings it out to the 35-yard line.
14 ticks left.
Dakota Jones.
Knox Watson for the Bears on the tackle.
All right, what we got, Joe?
Well, the close game up at Maryville with William Blunt and McMinn County that was only 14-0 is now 42-7 for McMinn County.
Oh my goodness!
McMinn County seems to be for real.
Yeah, man, they're for real.
They are for real. The Bears will find that out on the last game of the season. If they can, that may determine a lot of things, Earl, at that last game of the season.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of game left to go, though. Let's worry about the Owls here tonight, as we got 14 ticks left on the clock before we make it to the half. Ball's going to be kept by Fisher Perry. Perry's trying to get outside as he stands up. They stand him up.
Right, let's see. Cam Creighton had him around the legs.
Several of the Bears there on the tackle. And that is going to take us to the half. Your score after one half play here at Bear Stadium. Your Bradley Central Bears 28, the Ooltewah Owls 7. We'll come back. We'll get a recap of scores. We'll go into the Southland Finance halftime show. We'll do that in 2 minutes. Let's go back now to our stations of Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
CatnapperDirect.com is the locals only division of Jackson Furniture, based in Cleveland, Tennessee, and selling exclusively to the citizens of Bradley County. For 87 years, we have crafted comfort for the home. We are proud to offer factory direct furniture that is designed, engineered, and crafted by our team of over 1,000 hardworking employees. You may shop your style from collections of farmhouse, contemporary, traditional, and modern all in one place. Catnapper is crafted in Cleveland and available online at catnapperdirect.com.
My thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart. See you, only blue dog can love you. Remember how the new love was here to stay. Now December, now the love we shared in September. Only blue dog can love you. Remember the new love we shared today.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check into cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop, check into cash.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot.
You can save a lot. You can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
Bradley Central High School. It's the Southland halftime show here, Southland Finance halftime show. Dwayne Williams, Earl Rowan, also joining us, Joe Cannon. And we got our good friend Gwen Troyer here with us as well. What we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and give you a recap of the scores that we know are from around the area. So, Joe, take us away with that.
All right, of course, we're at 28-7 here at the half with the Bears up on Ooltewah. Cleveland is up on Heritage 14-7 at the half. Up on the north end of the county, Walker Valley is on White County 35-7 at the half. McMinn County exploded on William Blount. They're up now 49-17, still in the second quarter. What was that Meigs County score you had there?
Meigs County that I had last was Meigs 32, Rockwood 7.
Okay. Tellico Plains is up on Polk County 40-0 at the half. Ray County is up 20-0 on Lenore City at the half. Brainerd 12-6 over Sweetwater. And Loudon 49-14 over Signal Mountain. Both those are at the half. Hickson's up on Sequoia 16-0. Alcoa 27-0 over Pigeon Forge at the half. East Ham 16-0 over Chattanooga Central. That was in the first quarter. That was the last score that was given on that one. Anderson County over Howard 42-0 at the half. Science Hills 14-12 on Jefferson County at the half. Dobbins Bennett's up 33-0 on Hardin Valley, also at the half. The shocker of the night.
Here we
Maryville 7, Bearden 0 at the half.
Wow.
In Knoxville there.
Wow.
Sequatchie County is up 14-0 on East Ridge. And down in Atlanta, the Braves are up 12-0 over the Mets in the top of the fourth, according to Brett Whitehead for us.
Well, Brett always knows his baseball scores over there. Thanks so much to Brett Whitehead for giving us that. And, Joe, I know that as you write for the banner, if we were ending this game right now, what would the headline be for this game tonight so far? I know we got another half to play, but give us one of your catchphrases.
Well, I mean, you didn't know what to expect from Ooltewah coming in this, so you know, right now the Bears are continuing a good run they've had for like 3 games. And so right now the Bears are roaring past the Owls.
Bears roaring past the Owls. You know, I always love when I get the Sunday paper, that's the first thing that I do. I want to go in and read the articles that you and the other guys put together and kind of put it all in a small synopsis of what happened during the game.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. We definitely enjoy that.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. Well, Joe, you got a big weekend next weekend, I'm here. Can we talk about that on the air?
That's in a couple of weekends.
Oh, that's right, couple weekends. Yeah,
a couple of weekends.
That's true. Okay.
First weekend in October,
yeah.
I'll be doing a wedding celebration, getting married to my high school sweetheart, Robin.
Yeah.
Hall was her maiden name. She went to Cleveland while I went to Bradley, and we were I said we were engaged for a year or so, and she said she don't remember us being engaged back then because there wasn't no ring on her finger.
Well, congratulations, Joe.
Thank you, sir. I
that's
appreciate
coming up
that.
in a couple of weeks. We appreciate everything that you always bring to our broadcast here at Bradley. Earl is still ciphering here a little bit. He's running out of paper here on this side. Earl, are you ready, or should we take a break?
I think we'll take a break, and
All
then
right.
I'll come back with some individuals.
All right, Morgan, let's take a 30-second break. We're going to come back, and Earl is going to give us a recap as we got about 5 minutes left in the Southland Finance halftime show. Back in 1 minute with the totals.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check Into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
All right, Talk 101.3 The Buzz back live at Bear Stadium at Bradley Central High School as it's the Southland Finance halftime show. as Earl Rowan has got the stats for us that we're going to get to here right now. Earl, you ready for us?
We're ready to go here.
Let's do it.
Dwayne, in first downs, it was the Bears here at halftime, 13 first downs. Ooltewah had 4. In the rushing department, the Bears came out with 123, and after a whole flurry of losses, they were flirting with negative yardage. Ooltewah ends up total in the first half with only 7 yards, and negative yards, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different plays, rushing plays, went negative for the Ooltewah Owls. So they had 40, 50 yards of total offense rushing-wise, but then whenever you add in all those negative losses, and that's a tribute to the defense, they really have played outstandingly well.
Really
Other
have.
than that one play that scored their touchdown, 69-yard pass play, they just simply beat our secondary there on one play. Take away that, and the defense has been superb. But they have really been in the backfield throughout the night. 7 yards rushing for the Ooltewah Owls. In the passing game, let's see, Aiden McClary has gone to the air 11 times for the Bears, completed 8 for a total of 148 yards, no picks so far in the first half. 5 out of 13 for Ooltewah behind Fisher Perry tonight. 5 out of 13, total of 97 yards, likewise no picks. Individual, fumbles. Ooltewah fumbled once, did not lose it. So far the Bears have not had any miscues. 3 punts on the part of Braden Clark and the Bears, averaging 31 yards on their punting game. 5 punts for Ooltewah, 32 yards on their kicking game. 3 penalties against the Bears for a total of 25 yards. 4 penalties against the Owls, a total of 30 yards. Individually rushing for the Bears, Javon Burke, 11 carries, 57 yards. Aiden McClary, thanks to a really good 37-yard run, he's carried twice tonight and has picked up 47 yards. So a good night for our quarterback, Aiden McClary, on the ground on only 2 carries. Riley Harmon has carried 3 times for 16 yards, and Carter Clayton 1 time, but that was for the TD scoring. Receptions tonight, we've had Cannon Hall with 6 for 131 yards. Javon Burke 1 for 16 yards, and 1 catch by Carter Howard for 1 yard. And in the scoring recap, in the first quarter, C.J. Hardy, that's right, defensive end C.J. Hardy lines up in the backfield and takes it into the end zone. That's what you call the big package. 2 yards. The kick was added by Grant Haney at the 9:13 mark, and the Bears led 7-0. The Ooltewah Owls would come right back at the 7:50 mark. Perry to Dawson Jones, 69 yards, beat our secondary. The kick was added by Braden Haynes, and it was deadlocked 7-7 at the end of the quarter. In the second quarter, early, 11:24, Carter Clayton caps a 52-yard drive, 6 plays, taking it the last yard. The kick was added by Grant Haney. Bears back on top 14-7. And then at the 9:30 mark of the second quarter, a pass from McClary to Cannon Hall, good for 25 yards. The kick was no good this time. That capped a 60-yard drive in 3 quick plays, and the Bears led 20-7. And then just before halftime, 20 seconds left in the period, a pass from Aiden McClary to Javon Burke, 16 yards, and they decided to go for 2 to get the 2-point conversion to get it back to a 3-touchdown even lead, and it was good on a run into the end zone by Javon Burke, 28-7, and that's where we stand here at halftime.
Wow, that was a great first half for the Bears. Defense played as equally as well as the offense, Earl, and that's what you want. You want both sides of the ball to feed off each other, and that's what it looked like was going on for the Bears.
That's exactly what we've had, Dwayne, going here tonight, the offense has put some points on the board. Defense has really come to play. Like I said, take away that one play where they got behind our secondary and scored on a 69-yard bomb. Take away that, and it's been tremendous defense. I don't think Coach Floyd would have too much to gripe about with his defensive crew.
Well, if I know a coach, they'll probably find
something. They'll find something.
You got to, right? You know that, Coach. Come on.
That's true.
All right. Well, that has been our Southland Finance update on the stats. A good trivia question tonight. Should we give the answer to that? I know
we got a winner, right?
Chuck Clark.
And the answer, of course, is baseball. He was outstanding in baseball. Played a lot of shortstop, but he was also one of the fastest guys in the state of Tennessee. So the track team, the track and field team, had to borrow him quite often for track meets. He didn't really practice much with the track team, but he practiced baseball. But then they would borrow him anytime there was a track meet, and it was a good cooperative agreement there with spring sports, and Kenny played both baseball and ran track.
You know, that's one thing I've never been accused of, somebody wanting to borrow me to help something else out. Hey, that Dwayne's so good. Can we just borrow him to do? No, that's never been a part of my resume, so I can imagine. All right, we're going to take about a 30-second timeout here. You're listening to Talk 101.3 The Buzz, high school football, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Again, that's been your Southland Finance halftime show. Back in 30 seconds for the start of the second half. Stay with us. High school, as with the high school football getting ready to kick off here in just a second. Hey, Joe, you were talking to Chuck Clark. You and Earl was talking about the he was giving you a hard time there a while ago.
Chuck wanted to rag on Earl a little bit about what he said a minute ago. Chuck was a little ahead of Kenny Hooper.
Chuck was a 77 or 78 graduate.
77 graduate.
Yeah,
I graduated in 78. And Kenny and Pokey graduated in 79.
There you go.
There you go. We had to get that all cleared up there. We couldn't leave
Chuck,
that without.
Chuck, I might add, went on to an illustrious career in basketball at what was then Lee College. And I always told Chuck's players at Bradley, they wanted to know, was Coach Clark really good? I said, hey, he had his arm cocked to shoot all the time. But now,
never saw a net he didn't like.
He did not care too much for defense, but Chuck could shoot it with the best.
There we go. Good stuff here tonight. As we kick off the second half right now, here we go. Another offsides. I believe this is going to be against the Ooltewah Owls as we just get started. So that's going to be an Andrew Morgan attorney at law penalty. Offsides, Ooltewah Owls is how we're going to start this. And so call Andrew Morgan, attorney at law, for all your legal needs. Now, there's some other catchy phrases. I didn't bring my paperwork tonight, so I've got to be honest, Earl. So Earl's provided me with some. I guess that's why after this week I may not be asked back. I can't do it all. But we'll plug everybody that we possibly can.
Kickoff coming again from the 35-yard line. 5-yard mark off against the Owls. And we've got two deep men. Javon Burke is one of them. And I can't see the number of that guy on the far side.
Here is the kickoff by the Owls. This one is going deep, taking it at the 5-yard line, and lots of open field.
That's Cannon Hall.
Cannon Hall as he goes up the middle. Man, he did a good kickoff return on that one. That was impressive. He started off at the 15-yard line, Earl.
Yep, and all the way up to the 35, 36, they're going to mark it now. So, 21-yard return by Cannon Hall.
I'm telling you, every time Cannon Hall touches the ball, I think he's gone.
Yeah, he gives you that impression.
He does.
And he's capable.
Yeah. I mean, every time he's got going, I'm like, he's gone. But hadn't happened that way every single time, but I love to watch him run. 1st and 10, second half as we get started here for Bradley Central. Of course, McCleary in the shotgun position as he barks out the orders there. Going to be a running play.
That's Riley Harmon. Yeah, he's loose.
He's loose, and he's rumbling and stumbling down the sideline. Wow. That's enough for a Cleveland Ford first down, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's 30-plus yards right there. Let's see where they're going to mark him. Maybe
Finally.
out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So 25 yards.
Finally pushed out of bounds by one of the Ooltewah Owls. Again, another Cleveland Ford first down. Good start for the Bears in the second half. McCleary in the shotgun position, looking over to the sideline, trying to get a play in as coaches doing those arm motions there. Harmon in the backfield with him. Now on his left-hand side. Going to be a quick slant pass.
Out to Javon.
Javon gets it, cuts upfield, breaks a few tackles.
He got some good running room. Let's see, he's down across to the 29-yard line, so a 10-yard pickup by Javon Burke.
And another Cleveland Ford first down as 2 plays, 2 first downs. Hey, I like the way this is trending, so let's just keep it going. First and 10 for the Bradley Bears. They'll be at the Ooltewah Owls 29-yard line as they're heading to the north end zone. Is that right, Earl?
That's right.
Heading to the north end zone here at Bear Stadium.
Javon
gets the handoff on the end around sweep.
He's close to another first down, Dwayne.
That's good running by the Bears. Offensive line doing a little better blocking.
Yes, indeed.
So that may have been the hitch that the coach talked to him about in halftime.
And he is close, really close to that first down. We'll give him 9, but it's really more than 9.5. So it'll be second down and less than a yard.
So Burke with that good carry on first down. Looks like Harmon back out there in the backfield now with McCleary. McCleary gives it to Harmon. Harmon scoots outside, gets that first down and more.
Inside the 10, so it's going to be a first and goal situation.
Harmon gets around to the left side, gets it, as Earl just said, first and goal. Another Cleveland Ford first down.
No, they're going to mark him outside the 10. Let's say about the 12-yard line.
Well, that may be better.
Yeah,
be better.
We can pick up another first down.
That's right. We can squeak another first down in there. First and 10 from the 12 as the clock is running 10:21 in the third quarter. All right, they are going to give it a first down. First and goal from the 12. We had an injured player for the Bears. He goes out, not just a little scrape probably is what it was. Here we go. McCleary.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He was in trouble, but he snuck away, got back maybe a little short of the line of scrimmage. But it looked like it was going to be a loss, Earl.
Yep, it's going to be a big loss, and he got out of the first tackler, but he got back to the 14, so what could have been an 8 or 10-yard loss ends up being only a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, you don't want to lose big yards down here at this end in the shadows of your own field goal. So he did good just making that a 2-yard loss, which could have been a lot more. Second down and 12 as we're about 9:30 left to go.
That's Harmon.
Harmon blustering his way up the middle there.
Down to the 11.
Let's go down to Gwen Schroyer for the first time tonight. Gwen, you seen anything from the field there?
Hey, man, it's nice to be with you. And, yes, it looks like they're full of steam still in the second half.
Good stuff. Gwen joining us there on the sideline reporting. Thanks so much, Gwen, for being there. We'll hopefully come back down to you with a touchdown in just a minute. Third down and 9 is what we've got here for the Bradley Bears. Looks like it's going to be a pass play. McCleary going into the end
good
zone.
Defensive play right there.
It was. Intended for Hall. Did we see who broke up that for the Ooltewah Owls? It was
number 4.
Number 4. That's going to be Doty.
Yep, Christian Doty.
All right, so we'll bring in the field goal unit here. As Grant Haney will come in and go Go a little extra long here on the extra point
Well,
attempt.
let's see. This is Grant's first attempt, so he's at the 28-yard field goal attempt.
Ball snapped down. Kick is up. Kick is good.
All right, baby. All right.
Grant Haney
28-yard field goal.
with a 28-yard punch through there.
Hey, guys, you got to hand that to the holder who caught the ball low and was able to manipulate it and just in time.
I thought that, Quinn. I thought that he had to reach over to his right and put it back, and
Really
I thought
nice.
it was going to mess him up.
Really nice work.
Yep.
All right. Well, Gwen,
Tremendous
we'll
job.
trot you out there on the next field goal attempt since we got some new kickers tonight. See how you can handle that. But, yeah, with 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Bradley Central eases it up by 3 points. 31-7 is your score over the Ooltewah Owls. Let's plug us another sponsor here. What about Oh Yeah Fitness Complex? Oh Yeah Fitness Complex located in the Village Green Town Center on Keith Street, where you can get over 30,000 square feet of fitness and fun. They've got a corporate wellness month going on right now where you can sign up for only $10. $10 is your sign-up fee. Then only pay $10 a month when you get 10 of your coworkers to join you at Oh Yeah. Go to ohyeahlife.com. Got an update on the Cleveland score that we're going to give you right now. Cleveland 21, Heritage 7. That in the third quarter, Joe.
You also got Walker Valley scored again. It's 42-7 up there.
Wow, homecoming night is being good to the Mustangs tonight. Let's see as we get ready for a kickoff here. It's going to be Haney kicking off to the Ooltewah Owls after the 28-yard field goal attempt. That was good. Haney kicks it over to the right-hand side. 18 is going to be the one that gets that as he heads up the field there. That's Nick Sullivan.
Returner is Nick Sullivan. He is tackled by Tito Williams.
Tito Williams in on the stop for the Bears as the Ooltewah Owls, for the first time in the second half, will get the ball on offense.
Yep, and from their own 34-yard line, and the Owls need to get a drive going to get back in this ball game. Bears comfortably on top now, 31-7 here in the third quarter.
Joe, what you got?
Maryville decided to start scoring a little bit. It's 21-0 in the fourth quarter up in Knoxville against Bearden.
Well, we knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Coach Hunt probably had to give them a wake-up call.
All right, Fisher Perry back out at quarterback, and this is going to be kept by the quarterback, Fisher Perry. Looked like he was going to have some room there, Earl, but got closed out fast on the left-hand side there.
It closed in a hurry. He was running around the right side and really only got back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll call that no gain.
Second down and 10 is what we're going to call it here with 8:30 and the time ticking on the scoreboard there. 31-7 is your score in favor of the Bears. Again, second down and 9 as Fisher Perry is your quarterback in the shotgun position as he normally is. Looking to pass, looking to step up. Got a little bit of a lane to get into there, but he's not going to get much yardage there. There again, it looked like that lane was going to open up for him to step up and maybe get some yardage there, Earl.
Yep, the initial, he dodged two Bear defenders and got back. Boy, he really had to work hard, Dwayne, to get 1 yard.
Get 1 yard, yes.
1 yard, and he worked for that and ran probably 10 yards.
Ran a mile to get a yard, so
Yep.
that's not a good day right there, I can tell you. It's third down and 9 as the ball is placed at the Ooltewah Owl 35-yard line with the clock running. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the third quarter when the ball snaps here. Fisher Perry's quarterback. It's going to be definitely a pass play. He's
And he snowed under.
got sacked. He got sacked. That's a Lamcon.
42.
That's a Bradley third sack tonight. That's a Bradley Concrete.
That's Josh Helston again. He's really come to play tonight.
Helston is on fire tonight. That's all you can say about that. Another big sack there by the Bradley Bears, backing them up. Definitely
Loss of 10.
Going to bring in the punting team. It's going to make it 4th and now 25 as the whistle blows.
Be an official timeout. I think there's some blood on a jersey.
Official timeout.
Win Shore, you're joining us on the sideline there for an injury update as one of the Owl players comes trotting off the field there. Another, looks like 71 coming in to take his place there. That's Noble Conch. Or Notch, I'm sorry. And now the punt is up. Another high spiral kick as it comes down. The Bears need to get out of the way. Ooh. Going to be down by the Bears. Yeah. I think Cannon Hall wanted to pick that thing up and run with it.
Let's see, 36, that'll be 14 plus 25, 39-yard boot.
39-yard kick, as Earl just tells us there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bears. They'll start this drive at their own 36-yard line, leading 31-7 with 6:45 left to go in the third quarter. Great game by McCleary. Great game by Burke. Defense has really been the star of this game, Earl, I think, up to this point.
They really have.
They've been playing tremendous defense there tonight. All right, McCleary. Who is flanking McCleary there?
That would be
Burke on the jet sweep, gets around the outside, running
No,
towards
that's
the
number
press
4.
box. Oh, actually, that was
who is that?
34.
34? No, number 4. Wait a minute now. That's on our roster is Javen Burke. Oh, okay, Braxton Author.
Braxton Author, yes.
We have Donye Upton. Yeah, we've got 3 4s there on the roster.
Well, that makes
that's
it 12.
Donye Upton.
Yep. McCleary back in the shotgun position, looking to pass this time. He's going to get the ball out
To Hall.
Hall picks up the first down, then brought down by number 11. Correction, that's number 31. Number 31, Carmichael. But that's enough for a Cleveland Ford first down for the Bradley Central Bears. Now the clock running under 6 minutes. 31-7 is your score here at Bear Stadium on a perfect Friday night for high school football, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and anywhere around the world via the Mix 1041 app. Download that today. All right, here we go.
And a flag.
Harmon on the carry, but there is a flag on the play. Not much there, but we'll see what the penalty entails.
And usually you can predict holding. Bears are moving back.
Boy, you're right, Earl.
Yeah.
You've seen a game or two, so I guess you could
Yep,
say that.
That's it. And they're going to take the play.
Okay, well, there was a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah.
So
they'd rather have it 2nd and 14 than to have it 1st and 20.
There you go. They know that this offense can score at any
Yeah.
time with those quick slant passes that that McCleary has been doing. So McCleary will lead the Bears up to the line on this 2nd down and 14 after a holding penalty. Bears at the 50-yard line. Harmon on the carry again. Going to pick up a yard on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 13. As now we're under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 4:55 and the clock running. 31-7 is your score. So glad to have you listening in out there tonight on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and also on the Bear Network. As Glenn Schwarrier and his crew are doing their thing tonight as well. All right, looking over to the sideline for a play. Looks like Harmon is still flanking to the left of
You got Cannon
McCleary.
Hall right directly in front of us.
Pass is a little high, but it was caught incomplete.
And he's close to the first.
I believe he's going to be about a yard shy. I believe it's going to bring up 4th down and less than a yard, Earl.
I got a first down.
Oh, they did get the first down. All right.
It's right at the 35. Let's see what they're going to call.
Okay.
Here. If the nose of the football is touching the 35, then it's a first.
35-yard line.
All right, we got a score of interest from the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard, 21-14.
First down.
Cleveland
Gwen's
over
right
Heritage.
on it.
All right, Gwen, way to
You
go,
know,
bud.
I think it's where that referee laid the ball down. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I mean, from up here, the first time he laid it down, it looked like it was well short of the first down.
Yeah.
But glad we got the eagle eye Gwen down there on the field giving us the updates. 1st and 10, Bradley Central. Under 4 minutes. We have another penalty marker on the play, but before that, Upton on the carry. We'll have to see. What was the call there, Earl? I missed the flag call.
In motion, I think. Let's see.
Illegal shift is what
Yep.
they're going to call there. Is that
That'll-
right,
that'll
Gwen?
be-
Was
I
that
think
an
you're
illegal
right.
shift?
Either that or 2 men in motion, same thing.
All right, so that is going to be an Andrew Morgan attorney at law penalty against the Bears.
That'll be only a 5-yarder, though.
The 40-yard line. Bears need
Still a first down.
25 for a first, so 15 yards.
First and 15 for the Bears now as they wind the clock.
Heritage is
3:40 clock running.
7.
As 31-7 is your score on a, again, gorgeous Friday night here at Bear Stadium. Dwayne Williams, Earl Rowan, and the rest of the crew, Joe Cannon, Gwen Schroyer, you're down on the field, bringing you the action tonight. McCleary trying to get away, and boy,
And
he
he
does.
did.
He did. That could have been another big loss.
Just keep the wheels turning down there. That's what Aiden did. They had him wrapped up, but couldn't bring him down.
That's right. He did step out of bounds, so that will stop the clock for the minute. As
Back
we
to
approach
the line of scrimmage, Dwayne.
3:16 left in the third. 31-7 is your score. Joe, what have you got there?
Heritage just scored. It's 21-14. Cleveland's up with 1:45 to go in the third quarter.
Good stuff right there. Heritage playing tough tonight against Maryville.
Danye, Upton.
Good
And he's
carry.
got running room.
Boy, he's fast.
Yes, he is. He's quick.
He is
Some
quick.
laundry in the backfield again.
Got a flag back here. They're going
My
to bring that
goodness.
one back. Boy, look good.
Yeah, Upton looked real good on that carry. Let's see what we got. We had two, actually, one on either side of the field.
Yeah, it's going to be brought back and probably 10 yards from the infraction.
Well,
Holding.
We're going in the wrong direction,
Yeah,
Earl.
those can simply just stop a drive.
Yes.
It's a killer. I mean, you pick up 12, 14 yards on a running play, and then 10 yards the other way from the spot of the foul. So you could end up losing 25 yards.
That's it. That's another Andrew Morgan attorney at law penalty. If you've been flagged, give
Back to
Andrew
the
Morgan
47.
attorney at law a call to help you with all of your legal needs. Second down and 28, which is something you don't like to say or hear very often, as this is going to be a handoff play up the middle.
That's Javon.
Javon Burke coming in, trying to muscle up something down the middle, but nothing really there. Ooltewah Owls plugging up that middle pretty good tonight. The best runs, Earl, have been around the outside.
Yep, not tackle to tackle. It's if we can use our quickness to get outside, that's where we've got our gains.
All right, it's going to bring up third down and 26 for this Bears offense, as now we're under 3 minutes. Third quarter ticking away here on a Friday night. 9:26 in the p.m. on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. High school football supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, as we've been bringing you football here tonight. Big play here. I guess, Earl, you might just say, hey, we're just going to try to get what we can and just not shoot ourselves in the foot.
There he
But maybe
goes.
not.
Hey,
Oh,
woo,
my
cannon
goodness.
hole.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he not exciting?
My goodness.
Yeah, it's just fun to
McCleary to Hall. Are you serious? On a 3rd and 26, when I was saying don't do anything crazy.
All the way to the 9, 40 yards on that.
40 yards. That's a Cleveland Ford first down for your Bears.
And that's just the opposite of one of those penalties. That's how you keep a drive going.
Good, Gwen. That is exactly right. First and go from the 9 for the Bears now after a huge pass play. Cannon Hall from McCleary.
As Riley Harmon.
Gets stacked up there in the middle. Several Ooltewah Owls in on the stop there, including number 31. He was in there. Carmichael. He's been very active on defense for the Owls there tonight.
And we got one out on the field.
Official timeout. Gwen, we'll come down to you, and maybe you can give us an update on anything.
I just see look like a linebacker down on the laying on the ground over there for the Owls.
Okay, we'll get an update on that in just a few minutes as the teams head to their sidelines. I'll tell you what, we'll take a 1-minute timeout as we got 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. 31-7 is your score in favor of the Bears. Back in 1 minute.
Times like this,
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
Going for the end zone. He's got a man
He
down
got
there.
a man. Are you kidding me? That's
Javon
Javon Burke. Caught the ball in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, in the back corner, too.
Wow. Touchdown, Bears. Woo! Gwen, did you see that
I
play?
sure did. It's like he was swapping some flash with Cannon. He's just out there having fun.
Yeah, that's exactly
My
good description.
goodness.
Haney for the try. Dugan with a hold.
Haney's extra point attempt up. It's good.
And Haney is good.
So here we go. Under 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in the third. 38-7 is your scores with the Bears now. Let's go back down to Gwen Schroyer. Before we came back for that great reception of the touchdown, we had an injury there. Can you tell us about that?
It looked like junior Jaden Carmichael, defensive lineman for the Owls, and I might have had his wind knocked out of him because he got up pretty easily and didn't really limp off, just kind of slow.
All right.
I think he's going to be okay.
Good deal. We just want to get an update there on that injury. But, Earl, what a drive by the Bears when they were going back and forth on that 3rd and 26. When you didn't think anything good was going to happen, guess what happens?
Yep.
Cannon Hall.
Boy, oh boy, Hall really, that was an exciting play. 40 yards, and then the little loft pass out to Javon Burke for the touchdown there. And the Bears have driven 64 yards in 10 plays.
And overcoming
Good
some
drive.
pretty big penalties there as well. As Haney kicks off, going to be more of a short kick. It's going to be a fair catch by number, I believe that was 84, Will Bolt of the Ooltewah Owls. As 40 seconds left to go in this third. Man, what a night here at Bear Stadium. Great defensive game, great offensive game. Earl, I don't know about you, Joe, this may be the best balance that we've seen all year for offense and defense for the Bears.
Yep.
Yeah, they're looking good on both sides of the ball tonight. You know, that's what they've been looking for all along is the consistency all the way around, and they pulled it off tonight so far.
All right, Ooltewah Owls coming back out on the field. Ball is lined up at the 30-yard line. Could possibly be the last play of the third quarter as Fisher Perry, their star quarterback, looking to try to do something here. It's a quick toss, and he is brought down. That was a quick toss to Quincy Harvey. Harvey went nowhere, actually a loss of a yard.
C.J. Hardy on the tackle.
There again, there's that swarming Bears defense tonight. Sniffing it out and getting him in the backfield. You're right, I actually lost a 2, 2nd and 12. This will definitely be the final play as they try to get the Bears to jump off sides. And I believe that Perry may have accomplished that goal.
Yep, going to be a 5-yard mark off against the Bears.
So that's going to make it 2nd down and 8.
Bears jumped a little early. That'll give 5 yards to the Owls.
As the clock winds and begins to run. I'm not sure that they're going to get a play off here in the third quarter unless they snap it quickly. And I guess they did get it off right at the buzzer. Fisher Perry's pass is complete. Pass was complete to number 5, Harvey, taken out of bounds on the final play of the third quarter. So that's going to wrap up the third quarter, put a lid on it. One score belonged to the Bears in the third. Well, actually, one touchdown and one field goal in the third. Is that right, Earl?
Correct.
All right, so we'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back for the fourth quarter here in just a moment. You're tuned into high school football on
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
back for the Bradley Central Bears, number 8, Marcus Gorey Jr. going back there. Coach Floyd giving some different players a chance to get in the game here with a 31-point lead. Another high punt by the Ooltewah Owls as the Bears scramble to get out of the way and let the Owls down it.
And it is down about the 27, that will be, yep. So 32-yard punt.
All right. 10 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in the fourth here. Bradley Central commanding lead. We were tied at one point at 7-7, and since that point early in the first quarter, it's been all Bears all the time. Big shout out going to the Bears defense out there tonight, as they have been tremendous.
And speaking of shout out, we want to say a big hello to Corky and Annette Whitlock.
Yes, we do.
We've mentioned we're here in the Corky Whitlock press box, but Corky and Annette are long time boosters, and they tune in just every Friday night.
Ball handed off with the Bears. Ball was carried by number 4, Upton of the Bears. We do have an injured Ooltewah Owl staying down, but he gets back up. Gwen, it looks like we're starting to see some different Bear players out there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
It is a great sign. As we got Well, I was
Flag
looking,
out there, holding.
Holding against the Bears again.
I was looking for a marker or something to tell me what was going on, so we did get a holding call. Gwen, so holding 10-yard penalty, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, it looked like the ref might have been standing on that flag there. You don't see it.
So ball is marked at the 17-yard line. It was 1st and 24 as the Bears will run the ball, probably try to run some clock as well. Upton on the carry as he's into the game now.
Harmon back on the field.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 22 as the clock ticks under 10 minutes in the 4th quarter. So glad to have you listening in. You mentioned Corky there a while ago. Wow. Corky, I'm working on it. I'm doing my absolute best with these guys. He's probably going, what in the world?
It was so smooth. Corky did this for decades.
It was a little fumble on the possession there, but I am telling you.
He regained it in a hurry, didn't he? Riley Harmon.
He was just handing out punishment. He says, you want some? I got some.
Yeah, I've got another dose here.
Here's some for you too. Don't want to leave you out.
And Riley was punishing would-be tacklers and gets it out to the 40-yard line. That's a 20-yard run.
And another Cleveland Ford first down.
Walker Valley's up 49-14 with 9 minutes to go. But the shocker up in Maryville, Heritage and Cleveland are tied 21-all with 8:08 left to play.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you serious?
21-all for Cleveland and Heritage. That's from the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. And Austin Chadwick there at our studios giving us that. We do have an injured player. Gwen, let's come back down to you, please.
Yeah, it looks like a lineman is down for the Owls. I don't believe he was one that took the hit, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Harmon was dishing out some punishment, wasn't he, Earl?
Oh, my. He was right on the sideline trying to stay in bounds. He knocked one Ooltewah defender completely over and then made it tough on the guy who eventually brought him down 8-10 yard zone further down. 20-yard run by Riley Harmon.
All right, been a good night for offense and defense if you are a Bear fan here for Bear Nation. 9:16 left to go in this game. It's going to be 1st and 10 after the injury timeout here. Ball is going to be placed at the Bear 40-yard line to give you a visual of what's going on. Scoreboard showing 38-7 in favor of the Bears. So we do have this injury timeout. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take a minute timeout. 1 minute timeout. We'll go back to the station. You're tuned in to Talk 101.3 The Buzz. High school football supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 1 minute.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check and the Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkandthecash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
Troyer. Gwen, what did you see?
Looked like defensive back, sophomore for the Owls, Rocco Jennings might have took a nice hit to his side and went down, and looks like he got up on his own and is walking softly over to the sideline.
Well, that is good news as the Bradley faithful gave him a round of applause as they helped him off the field. He's still got a couple steps to get off there. Joe, do we have any updates on any scores that's of importance?
Tellico Plains finished off Polk County 47-0. Maryville was up 28-0 on Bearden. McMinn County's 56-17 at the half at William Blunt. Hickson's 29-0 on Sequoia.
And Riley has it, and he's going nowhere that time. Ran out of blocking.
Ran out of blocking, had nowhere to go.
Looked like a wrestling move.
Yeah, it did. Now is we got to change a quarterback out there as well. Is that right, Gwen? Looks like Jacob Hutchison is in.
I believe you're right. You're right.
Hutchison in at QB. I thought that didn't look like McCleary out there. So Hutchison getting a sophomore quarterback, getting some snaps out there for the Bears tonight.
Upton. Yes.
So Upton with the carry, number 4 there for the Bears. Again, in case you just tuned in, Bradley went up 7-0. Then it was 7-7 on a long pass play from the Ooltewah Owls. Fisher Perry looked good on that play. Since then, the Bradley defense has been in shutdown mode, and the Bradley offense have been in scoring mode, Earl.
Yeah, they have. I mean, it's been so many negative plays that they've carded against the Owls. Upton.
Going to be another running play by Upton as he tries to get to the outside on the left-hand side. Brought down by number 94 of the Ooltewah Owls. That's going to be Morrison. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Gagne picks up 6, but not enough for the first, so the Bears are going to have to punt it away from the 44-yard line.
Coming in for the punt, Braden Clark will come in and punt it away. Looks like the Ooltewah Owls, maybe, I guess they're not going to really worry about putting anyone back at this time.
Quarterback's coming out to receive that.
There we go. I was wondering where Fisher was.
There he is.
Perry.
He's out here on the 30 or 25.
I think he was over there in the break mode there. All right, so with punt,
Hey,
nice
look
punt.
at here, baby,
My
over his
goodness,
head
Clark's
and
punt.
get a roll.
It's going to die right there. Look at that.
Wow. Hey, when things are going your way, Earl, things are going your way.
That is Braden's probably his best punt of the
That was
season.
great.
Man, he just kicked that one down to the 8-yard line, so a 48-yarder.
Nice.
48 yards on the punt. Gwen, what did it look like from the field?
You know, initially I thought it was a little low, but then it, it took off and it just went over the guy's head. He had no chance of catching that, and it just went flat within the 10.
We need to see some more of that.
That was great.
Man, 48 yards. That'll help his average.
7:10 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Bears back on defense now. 38-7 is your score as we got the Ooltewah Owls back on offense. Fisher Perry is going to keep the ball himself. Oh, great play. Looks like number 6 of the
16,
Bears.
Cam Creighton and Ken Zupper.
Telling you, that defense is not letting up tonight, Earl. They're everywhere.
They really have come to play tonight.
They are the American Express card tonight. Everywhere you want to be.
They're enjoying themselves. Little what they call bust face.
2nd down and 3 was a 7-yard pickup there by quarterback Perry of the Ooltewah Owls. As the clock continues to run, as we get close to that 6-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Going to be a quick slant. Oh, pass was right in Doty's hand of the Owls, but just could not hold on to it. Looked like maybe he was trying to turn and run before he had his catch in his hands there.
I think you're exactly right. He already had his bead upfield.
I just want to say this out loud. Chris Doty. Chris Doty was a student of mine here at Bradley's. There's a Chris Doty out there.
Yeah, that was him.
As the faithful here at Bradley having a good time tonight. Gwen must be right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
3rd down and 3 was the call before the snap, and I don't think there was much there for Jones. To you, World? I didn't see much of anything.
Yeah, no gain. It's still at the 15. 4th down and 3.
After a great punt by Braden Braden Clark. Got my people mixed up there for a second. Pinned the Owls deep. Could not muster up any offense, so guess what? Defense stands up another time, and we're going to get another punt by the Owls.
And I think he wants another player, doesn't he?
He says, come on out here.
7, 8. Yeah, they're a player short.
Join the party.
That's it.
Yeah, that'll help. Yep, they've
did
run
not.
out of time.
Delay of
of game.
Wow. You know, there's going to be either some coaching done after the game for the Owls, or some coaches are going to be in trouble for not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because when you're losing 38-7, you should not get a delay of game because your players are not in.
That's the last thing you want to see.
Yeah.
And the punter knew it early on.
He was trying to get their attention. Bears are going to get great field position again. Oh,
Yeah.
I believe he's going to take it. If he can keep his feet.
38 yards. All right.
Wow. My goodness.
And that was Marcus Goree.
Marcus Goree Jr. Yes.
Yep. At the
Pretty
10.
exciting player on his own right.
Yeah.
Hey, let me interject real quick. The week of the Cleveland game, Bradley will be playing Cleveland in John Madden against each other. 15 players are going to face off, and the best team wins. It's a 3-day tournament. Starts on Tuesday the 29th, and it should be quite the mammoth event. Esports.
Wow. Good stuff there, Gwen. Thanks so much. Well, Bradley Bears
at the 10.
At the 10. It's first and goal already.
Hutchinson gives it to Upton.
I'm telling you, these second string Bears that are coming in, getting this playing time, making it happen tonight.
Down to the 5.
It's going to be second and goal from the 5-yard line as we move under 5 minutes left to go in the game. And we're going to have a penalty marker on the field before the snap. We got offsides against the Owls. So we'll move it down 2.5 yards since the ball was on the 5-yard line.
Yes, sir.
And so now to be second and goal from the 2.5-yard line. Hutchinson still in at quarterback.
Oh, Upton's going to lose.
Yeah, Upton unfortunately ran to the left side, and they were waiting on him there, Earl, on that particular play.
You know, he's had very few negative yards tonight. I know he's only been playing a lot here in the last, but man, that's.
Yeah, let's see, he's back to the 9.
So it's going to be third and goal from the 9 for the Bradley Bears offense. Again, Hutchinson in as quarterback. He took over from McCleary on the last set of downs. The shotgun position. Looks like Hutchinson's going to keep it himself. Yeah, Hutchinson calls his own number that time.
He sent Harmon across the right. I lost the ball. That is Hutchinson.
Going to bring up
to about
fourth down.
4.
But we do have an official's timeout. Gwen, is that another injured
It
Owl
looks like
player?
maybe I think it's a uniform issue. Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, he called the guy out, so I don't know what's going on.
All right, as the Ooltewah Owls continue to have issues, now it's a uniform issue. It's going to be under 4 minutes when we come back for fourth down. I am sure that that the Bears offense, Earl, will stay on the field for this, you assume?
Oh, definitely. I think they'll go for it here. There's no point in trying a field goal. It's fourth down and goal just inside the 5-yard line. So they're just getting the particular.
Yeah, the clock
That's
is
what
now
they're
running.
doing.
Hey, Village Volkswagen, locally owned and a proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in the award-winning, locally made VW Atlas. You can also check things out at villagevw.com. Yes.
Yep, that's exactly what. They ran it down to the 3:18 mark, and the Bears want to talk about it here. A timeout.
1 minute timeout on the field, 1 minute timeout for us to go back to the stations. You're tuned into high school football, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 1 minute.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
CatnapperDirect.com is the locals only division of Jackson Furniture, based in Cleveland, Tennessee, and selling exclusively to the citizens of Bradley County. For 87 years, we have crafted comfort for the home. We are proud to offer factory direct furniture that is designed, engineered, and crafted by our team of over 1,000 hardworking employees. You may shop your style from collections of farmhouse, contemporary, traditional, and modern all in one place. Catnapper is crafted in Cleveland and available online at catnapperdirect.com.
High School. Joe Cannon, you got an update on the Cleveland score?
Yeah, both Cleveland and Heritage have scored again. It's 28-28 with 2:20 left in the regulation.
My goodness gracious. All right. Back here, it's 4th down and 4 for the Bradley Central Bears.
To Harmon.
He's chugging. I think.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in.
He just made that look too easy.
Boy.
Yep.
There you go.
He covered the ball up and just charged straight ahead.
That
Had
is-
a good block on that left side that time, and Riley Harmon takes it in to pay dirt.
That's a Tennessee Valley Urology touchdown for the Bradley Central Bears. As now we line up for the extra point. Haney in. Tipped up. It's good. We got 45-7 as the Bradley Central Bears really taking it to the Owls tonight. That was a great run by Harmon on that last carry on a 4th and 4 play. Of course, the backup quarterback was in during that last drive there. So good job by Jacob Hutchinson, number 19, a sophomore quarterback. As we have 3:12 left to go in the game. Joe, do we have another update from Walker Valley as of yet?
Yes, Walker Valley went final. It's 49-14 on their homecoming night.
Walker Valley, I think everybody in this community has said it in sports world. They're just a little bit away from figuring things out. They're I know White County was a team they played tonight, but they've played a lot of close, tough games this year. Good job by Coach Drew Akins and the Walker Valley Mustangs winning on their homecoming night tonight. All right, we're going to line things up now. 3:12 left to go in this one here. The Bears, what a tremendous job. Offense, defense, everybody pitching in tonight for this big win. And Earl, you can't really discount this win because it's against a team like the Ooltewah Owls.
Yep, and Ooltewah has won 2 games. They've been beaten by 2 very tough ball clubs, Red Bank and McMinn County, so they're not just a patsy.
Kickoff return as Fisher Perry with a kickoff return brings it out to about 45 to the 45-yard line of the Ooltewah Owls. Yeah, correction, it will be a 46 to the 46-yard line as the clock is now running. Looks like Joe's grabbing the mic. Got another update.
Maryville went final at 28-0 at Bearden.
So that one kind of wound up the way we thought it would be, but a good game by Bearden.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you hold Maryville down to only 28 points, you're doing all right.
Good stuff there. As Ooltewah Owls come out on the field. Earl, I know it's high school football. These kids put a lot into it. You hate to see a team come out tonight. The Ooltewah Owls now look defeated as they came back onto the field there for this final probably set for the offense.
They know that they've been bested tonight. They haven't played their best ball game. The Bradley defense, though, really just came to play tonight.
They did. Landon Price in on a tackle there. One of the players in, I believe, for Bradley Central.
3-yard pickup.
2nd down and 7 for the Ooltewah Owls. Gwen,
that was Keon Ford for the carry.
As the clock now running, 1.5 minutes left to go in this one. We'll put it in the books. Pitch play. I believe we have a sophomore quarterback in for the Ooltewah Owls now. A.J. Robinson is in on the helm now as they pick up a few more yards. Going to get under a minute left to go in the game. Your score 45-7 in favor of your Bears. It's going to be another W for the Bradley Central Bears here tonight at home. We appreciate you tuning in so much tonight, as it looks like the Ooltewah Owls are content, Earl, with just kind of letting the clock run down here and not try to squeeze in too many more plays.
It's got a first.
Pass play is complete as they went from Robinson. Was that number 8 on the receiving end?
That was McGee, yes.
Yes, McGee.
McGee.
First down. That is a Cleveland Ford first down for the Ooltewah Owls. 1st and 10 as the ball is just shy of the 35-yard line for the Ooltewah Owls. They are in Bradley Central territory.
14-yard pass to McGee.
And this, barring a penalty, should be the final play of the game. And here we go. Final play of the game is going to be another defensive gem in the backfield. Number 21 of the Bears there, bringing them down in the backfield. And Gwen, that's it, buddy. That's going to wrap it up.
That's a nice way to let some players get in the game. Both sides got to do that.
Get their 4th win of the season. They go to 4-1.
Bradley Central Bears go to 4-1 on this young season, as they now will look forward. We can finally say it, Earl. They'll take a bye week and look forward to the crosstown rivalry matchup with the Cleveland Blue Raiders.
The Bears have to be pleased after dropping that Farragut game to come back and go 4-1 at the midway point to get the bye week. More importantly, they go to 2 wins. This is a region win over the Ooltewah Owls. So they're now 2-0 in the region. 4-1 overall. Get a week to kind of mend some injuries and some aches and pains here and there. And Cleveland, ironically, has the same week off. And then the big crosstown collision. Bradley and Cleveland. Man alive, that is always a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, good stuff here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take just a quick 1-minute break. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more, and then we're going to maybe finish up with a coach's interview and stuff here just in a little bit. Your final here tonight from Bear Stadium. Your Bradley Central Bears 45, the Ooltewah Owls 7. The Bears go 4-1 on this young season. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment. You're tuned in to Talk 101.3 The Buzz, where high school football has been supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 1 minute. As we got a big win tonight for your Bradley Central Bears. 45-7 is your final here tonight. And Earl, what a great night for both the offense and the defense for Bradley Central tonight.
Oh, it was just great. You hit the nail on the head, Dwayne, when you said the best blend so far of the year. And that's probably true. We had great offense, but, man, the defense really was shining tonight. From the get-go, they came to play, and you take away that one score on a bomb, 69-yard, which was really good, but and they beat the defensive secondary. But if you take away that one play right there, there wasn't much that the defense did wrong tonight. I mean, I just looked a quick glance I believe it was 10 different offensive plays for negative yardage,
Wow.
which is just tremendous.
It is. It is. And again, your final score tonight, 45-7. Hey, I know you got to do a little ciphering, but before we do that, can we name our player of the game? Is that okay to do that
Yeah,
now?
let's go ahead.
All right.
I mean, we're going to get him up here.
All right.
And that's Cam Creighton.
Cam Creighton.
Cam has led our defense throughout the entire season. He's one of the senior captains, and when the defense shines, he's the leader of that defense. He and Ken Hooper have really it's their defense, and Ken's has been the player back earlier in the season, player of the game. Cam has just worked week after week after week, and hey, it shows tonight.
All right, so there is our player of the game tonight. Coach Floyd is on his way up the steps here right now. I will step aside and let Coach Earl Rowland interview Coach Floyd here tonight.
All right, Damon, we've got Coach Damon Floyd with us tonight. And, Damon, I've said a couple of times there, Ooltewah lost heavily in graduation, but still they came in 2-2, and they're no patsy. I mean, it's a decent ball club, but I thought tonight Dwayne kept mentioning it was a great blend of the offense doing their job, but your defense came to play tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of just getting after it and playing for each other. I really like the mentality that we're getting right now. And, you know, and you figure some things out like we've talked about. We didn't have scrimmages and things like that, so it took us some games to figure out, you know, who need to be in there. But I think we're starting to gel a little bit and understand, you know, what our jobs are as individuals, and then, you know, which leads to good team ball. So I thought it was a really good team win. You know, offense, defense, special teams, I think we all played well. And, you know, Ooltewah's quarterback's a very tough kid, and we had a lot of people keying on him tonight. So if he was going to beat us, he was going to have a heck of a game. And, you know, like you said, our defense came out and executed and had a little intensity going.
Yep. Helston played his best ball game of the year.
Yeah, you know, he got the start because Isaiah Arnold was out sick, and you know, he took advantage of an opportunity. We had only 3 returning starters out there tonight for defense. So I actually asked the team, I guess Thursday practice, we're going over formations, and I said, who even played last year against Ooltewah? 3 guys raised their hands. So we got a lot of new guys out there, but, man, they're getting after it. And I say that we only had two offensive guys that played against Ooltewah last year, so people are stepping up big time when they're getting their chance.
And we're going to talk with Cam here in just a little bit, but he's been your defensive leader throughout from the get-go.
Him and Ken's both.
Yep.
And C.J. Hardy.
Yeah.
You can't forget them. Yeah. Them 3 right there are the leaders of our defense. They do it every day in practice. They're the ones picking their teammates up. They're holding them accountable. The coaches aren't holding them accountable as much this year because those guys are. And when you have good teams, the players hold each other accountable. And, you know, Camden, Ken's, and C.J., they're exactly what we need on D. Obviously, they're good ball players, but, man, they're leaders. And they do it every day. They walk the walk. They don't just talk the talk.
And it's been a long time, a few years, I think, and I keep these stats since we have had at least 10 offensive plays for Ooltewah negative yards. They were in their backfield throughout.
The biggest problem we have defensively is 3rd and long. It's unbelievable. Every time we're 3rd and long, we give up touchdowns. And, you know, it's my fault because I'm the defense coordinator, so I may fire myself. But we've got to get better in 3rd and long situations. It's been every game, you know, starting with Farragut, where 3rd and long is just giving us issues. And so we have to come up with something there to be better. But the rest of the time, really, really excited the way we played.
It's good. I know we're at the midway point, 4-1, 2 big region wins. This was a region. That was the big thing tonight, to get a region win. But I know you have to be glad to get the week off here before we go across town.
Yeah, well, you say that. I'll be honest with you. You know, we thought we were going to enjoy a week off last year, and we had a letdown. Yeah. You know, last season we were rolling, and 4-1, I guess, was our record as well. And then, you know, we walked in playing Cleveland and just thought we were something. So we've got to make sure that doesn't happen again. We've got no game this week, but it's not going to be an off week. We still got to get better.
On the injury situation, is Jackson Wilson mending? What's his situation?
We should find out more, not this Monday, but next. So Monday week of Cleveland, and he's moving around real well. It's feeling good, but that's going to be up to the doctor. But we got a lot of guys that we've got to get back, and we're just banged up right now. But that's part of it.
Yep. Well, hey, let's enjoy the week off, practice some, and hey, get everybody healthy again. And hey, it should be a good one over. And Joe, did you get a final on that clip? They were in a barn burner at Heritage.
No, I haven't seen the final. It was 28-28 with 2 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, that may be one of those situations they're looking forward to playing us. I'm sure they can't wait to play us again. So we'll find out in 2 weeks.
All right, Cam, get in here. Congratulations. I was just telling Coach Floyd tonight, the best that the defense has played from start to finish. We only had one play. That was that bomb, 69 yards, that really messed up a perfect night. But the defense came to play tonight, and you've been with the leader, you and Ken's Hooper and CJ, all year long, and you're our player of the game for representing the defense. I know you're proud of your teammates.
Yeah, it's we all know how big this game is. It's a region game, and we all, we came out ready to play.
All right, that's great. And let me tell you, at least 10, if I didn't miss one, could have been 11, negative plays where you guys were in their backfield, sometimes for 8 and 10-yard losses. I know that makes you feel good there.
Yeah, we're getting pressure up front. Man, our D-line's killing it. They're doing great, making it easier on us linebackers, and it's awesome.
And those Ooltewah backs, they just didn't. They didn't know what was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes 2 and 3 bears, not just one, wrapping them up.
Yeah, and it's great seeing 4 or 5 heads on the quarterback every play, man. It's nice.
All right. Cam, I know that you're looking forward to the Cleveland game. Hey, it's a tremendously exciting game last year. We got behind, had to pull one out on the very last play of the game.
Yeah.
What does it mean as a senior to go in to Cleveland and play the Blue Raiders?
It's our last chance. It's a big game. It's a big rival. We're ready to go. We gotta play big next week. Get ready for practice and come out and play.
All right. Hey, good luck to you. We've got a week off and get all the little bruises and the aches and pains healed, and then 2 weeks from tonight, go over to Blue Raider land and whip up on the Blue Raiders again.
Yep.
Good luck to you guys.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that's where we are right here at Bear Stadium with Dwayne.
Earl, I got you an update from up at Maryville. They are going to overtime at Heritage. Cleveland and Heritage tied 28 all, going to overtime.
Wow.
That is kind of shocking to me. I thought Cleveland would win handily there. They were a favorite, and everything was going great for a while. But, oh, brother. And Dwayne, do we need to take a break and then come back and get the final stats?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap things up here live from Bradley Central High School Bear Stadium. A big win tonight. Again, 45-7 is your final. Just a tremendous night here at Bradley Central tonight. We'll take a 1-minute break. Well, let's give it 2. Let's give Earl 2 minutes. He might need a couple minutes. So let's get a 2-minute break, and we'll come back. And maybe before we go off the air, we'll get a final on that Cleveland score for our listening audience as well. Also, don't forget, tune in to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. After the Cleveland game is over, you'll be able to tune into that, but we'll see how much the overtime lasts there for the Cleveland Heritage game. 2-minute break. We'll be back in just a moment to Mix 105.
one thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know?
Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
It was a
CatnapperDirect.com is the locals only division of Jackson Furniture, based in Cleveland, Tennessee, and selling exclusively to the citizens of Bradley County. For 87 years, we have crafted comfort for the home. We are proud to offer factory direct furniture that is designed.
It is high school football supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. As we're going to wrap things up here tonight, what a big win for the Bears, 45-7 over the Ooltewah Owls. And we talked about it in the pregame. Al, the Bears have been 2-1 as a record against the Owls, and they can move that mark up to 3-1 since coming back after the 15-16 seasons. If you remember, in our pregame, we talked about the Super 32. They did not play those 2 years, and since coming back, we now can tell you that it's 3-1 is the record with the Bears over the Owls. Just that one loss that they can put in the books was from 2018 when the Owls here won by 1 point, I believe was the number on that, if I've got my message right. But again, great night. Thanks so much to Gwen Troyer for helping us on the sidelines. Joe Cannon, always enjoy having him sitting beside us here as well. And as Earl is finishing up with some totals here, just a final note from myself. The last 2 ball games that I have got to be a part of the Bradley broadcast, I appreciate the Bradley fans letting me sit in and be a part of your world for those 2 weeks while we're getting things back to normal here. Gary Owenby hopefully will be back on the mics with you here just in a couple of weeks. But this was my second game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The Bear Nation and being a part of this with the broadcast team here. So I just want to make sure I get that out there. But I know that the Bear Nation and everyone's ready for Gary to come back, take over his position, the position he's held here for so many years. On this broadcast team, and there is, we feel we've got the best broadcasters anywhere when you talk about Gary Ownby and Earl Rowan, and you talk about our broadcasting teams for Cleveland and also Walker Valley. Walker Valley, of course, this is the first year for those guys, so they have many years that they'll have to put together before we can put them in the same category as Terry Evans and Scott Carroll and Gary Owenby and Earl Rowan, but they're doing a tremendous job. My goal was just to be a fill-in, to bring you some action, and I know that was Steve's goal last week when he was here, but hopefully things will get back to normal just in a few short weeks. Thanks so much to our good friend Morgan back at the studio there for getting us on and off tonight on this broadcast, and Gideon Ratcliffe and everybody that's back there at the station. Thanks so much to our friends there at Pizza Hut for providing food for our people back there at our studios of WCLE, the new studios of WCLE. And then thanks so much to all of our sponsors. Of course, our main sponsor that we always like to mention is Wholesale Supply Group. The Rogers family won't find a better family than that does business here in Cleveland and Bradley County. Thanks so much to Village Volkswagen, Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care, Buddy's Barbecue, Health and Fitness and Life Complex there. And, of course, our in-game sponsors, Cleveland Ford, Andrew Morgan, attorney at law, Tennessee Valley Urology. And let's see here. Also want to thank our friends from Cleveland Utilities and Tzatziki's as far as that. And Earl said it earlier. If you think that this is something easy to do, it's not easy trying to keep up with all the sponsorships, keep up with the players and the names and this, that, and the other. So my hats go off to these guys that do a tremendous job week in and week out on these broadcasts at bringing these live games. Earl, I think
takes a lot of thinking and talking, and sometimes you catch yourself doing both at the same time. I mean, it is hectic sometimes.
Yeah. But it's been an honor to be with you these 2 weeks that I've got to do a game with you.
I've enjoyed it too, Dwayne, and we've done our very best to keep the Bradley fans and all listeners. We might have had some Ooltewah fans tonight listening in.
True.
They're just down the way, and we try to be descriptive and call it just like it is. And tonight, the Bradley defense just came to play.
Ooh.
That's why we had Cam Creighton on as the player of the game, and certainly Coach Floyd was proud of his defense. He is the defensive coordinator, so if things don't click, he starts blaming himself right quick like. Looking at the stats, here's the way it finished up. The Bears had 20 first downs. Ooltewah had 6. The rushing department, the Bears had 38 attempts, running plays for 206 yards. Ooltewah had 4 total yards rushing and had 11 plays for negative yards. Now, they would have had 60, 70 yards of rushing offense. But their negative plays on those 11 plays, and some of those were not just 2 and 3 yard losses. I see one there in the second half for 8 yards. I see another 8-yard loss. I see a 7-yard loss back in the first half, a 6-yard loss. They add up in a hurry.
Yes.
So they're taking away from your gains that you've made. So they end up on the positive side, but very little rushing yardage tonight thanks to a rushing, blitzing defense on the part of the Bradley Bears. In the passing department, Aiden McClary and the Bears, 13 out of 17 tonight for 230 yards, no passes intercepted. 230 through the air, 206 on the ground, so a total of 436 yards total offense for the Bears offense tonight. 7 out of 18 for Ooltewah, and Fisher Perry for a total of 119 yards through the air, likewise no passes intercepted. We had 2 fumbles on the part of Ooltewah. They recovered both of them, so no turnovers by fumbles, and no fumbles on the part of the Bears tonight. 3 punts by Braden Clark for the Bears. He had a good night, 37 yards on his kicking. He had 1 boomer for 48 yards that really looked good there in the fourth quarter. And 8 punts for a 32-yard kicking average for Ooltewah. 6 penalties against the Bears, 50 yards, 7 penalties against Ooltewah, 43 yards. I'll just recap very quickly the second half for a quick review here. The Bears scored at the 9-minute mark on a field goal by Grant Haney in the third quarter. And then late in the third quarter, 41 seconds to go, a pass from Aiden McClary to Javon Burke was good for 16 yards, and that capped a 64-yard drive, 10 plays. The kick was added by Grant Haney. That made the score 38-7. And then in the fourth quarter, with a lot of reserves in, Riley Harmon took it in from 4 yards out. The kick was added again by Grant Haney, and that's where we end up with 45-7. Bradley over an Ooltewah team that is rebuilding this year, but still is a big region win. I will say one individual stat here, Cannon Hall, Mr. Excitement down there, caught 9 passes tonight, Dwayne, for 196 yards.
Wow, he was phenomenal tonight. And I'm just telling you, Coach Floyd has to be very proud of both sides of the ball. With the kicker out tonight for the Bears, Rojas was out, and so even special teams.
Grant Haney fills in tremendously well.
The special team stepped in as well, so it was just a good all-around win, good momentum builder for an off week. Hopefully they can go back and watch this film and see the things they did right and continue to do that in these upcoming games.
Yep, I agree with you completely. Great defensive effort on the part of the Bears tonight. They got a great effort out of several of their defensive players, and offense responded, but it was the defense came to play tonight, and that's why we singled them out for special recognition. But boy, oh boy, when you put 45 points on the board, as you've said, it's all clicking, and that's what happened tonight for the Bears.
We also got a final now, Earl. It is Cleveland wins that game against Heritage. They win 35-28.
Boy, that was a scare.
Yeah,
overtime.
And overtime there. So both teams, of course, Cleveland not winning in the fashion that they would like to, but both teams will have a bye next week, and then they'll get together there at Benny Monroe Field and be ready to lay it on the line for what we know is always a big matchup for these two teams.
And we might remind people that that is 2 weeks from tonight. That
Right.
game was originally announced for a Thursday night.
That's true.
It's going to be played 2 weeks from tonight at Raider Field, and it'll be a good one. I mean, with the reduced capacity, we'll be at capacity for that
Yes.
game over there.
That reduced is still going to be capacity.
Yep.
All right, so again, for all of us here at Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and for Bear Nation and for Bradley Football, again, thanks so much for listening in. Your final score here tonight, 45-7. Again, Earl, as we sign off, a very sincere thank you for taking me under your wings these last 2 games that I got to do with you and kind of showing me the ropes.
You've done well. I appreciate you filling in for Gary, and hey, on down the road in just a couple of more weeks, right after the Cleveland game, we expect to have Mr. Owenby back. Hey, it's been a long spell there, but I think Gary will come back a much, much better man. And I'll tell you this, he's sincerely regretful that he got himself in this situation to begin with, and he really is sincere when he says, hey, I'm sorry, and it won't happen again.
I believe that too.
I believe it.
Love Gary. Love what he stands for and what he has done for this particular school and lots and lots of kids around this area. So with that, we'll leave it with you tonight. Good news from Bradley. Good news from Cleveland. Good news from Walker Valley. So We'll call it a trifecta for Cleveland and Bradley County tonight. All 3 teams winning. As we sign off, we're going to send you to the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard over on Mix 104.1. Enjoy the rest